What's up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Weekly Updates with Spidey. I'm Spidey, and this is your weekly update. Let's kick it off with talking about the games coming out this week. And I want to preface this by saying, in the current culture of early access games, those don't make it on the list. So, if there's games coming out early access, I gotta find a way to add those to this list, because they don't show up on the way I research these games. That being said, starting it off strong with Death Stranding Director's Cut, coming out on Mac and iOS January 30th. Next up, Rugby 24, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Blaze Blue Entropy Effect, PC, January 31st. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, coming out on the consoles, except for the Switch, January 31st. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, PlayStation 4, 5, and PC, February 1st. One Punch Man World, coming out on PC, iOS, and Android, February 1st. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, that's a mouthful, that's what that is. That's coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Also PC, February 2nd. Persona 3 Reloaded, coming out on consoles and PC, February 2nd. Next up, Suicide Squad Kill Justice League, coming out on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and the PC, February 2nd. And lastly, Vampire the Masquerade Justice, coming out on PC, February 2nd. So that's the games releasing this week. Now, in gaming news, for all you Dark and Darker fans out there, there's been an update, an ongoing lawsuit between the devs of Dark and Darker, Iron Mace, and their previous employer. To sum it up, the lawsuit was their previous employer is suing them for, copyright infringement. They claim they used assets from that company to create Dark and Darker. Iron Mace is saying that is a false claim, that none of those assets made it into the final product of Dark and Darker. Well, we got a little bit of an update in that lawsuit. Dark and Darker devs claim Nexon's preliminary injunction has been dismissed. Court rules that the game cannot be considered an infringement of Nexon's copyright or trade secrets. So, a little bit, nothing crazy, no huge in-depth expose about what exactly that means. But, some good news, because the reason Dark and Darker is not on Steam is because Nexon, however you say it, sent Steam a notice of piracy or copyright, and so they took Dark and Darker off of Steam. So that's why Iron Mace had to create their whole own launcher and all this stuff. It's been a thing. But hopefully this means in the near to short future, we'll see Dark and Darker back on Steam. That'd be pretty cool for the longevity of that game, as well as overall population of players. More players in that game, the better, in my opinion. So let's talk about what's going on in the Spooderverse this week. For videos, you can expect at least a Is It Worth the Buy Enshrouded, where we take a deep dive into the new early access game on Steam, Enshrouded, and see, is it worth the buy? So far, been playing it for a few days now, and it's been a lot of fun. It's like a mix of Skyrim and Valheim, almost. Next, as far as videos go, I'm going to try and pump out a few compilations of Dark and Darker gameplay. Got plenty of clips. I just need to put those together. And yeah, that's what to expect this week as far as videos. Now, this week, as far as games we're going to be playing, and last week, we have Enshrouded, Power World, Dark and Darker. Those are the 3 games that we have just been giving our souls to the last week or so. We're going to continue to do that. So if you have any questions on any of those 3 games, you got stuck somewhere, you need some guidance, whatever, drop those in the comment and I'll reply or even make a video and show you how to get some shit done. That being said, this is your weekly update with Spidey. I'm Spidey. Have a great rest of your week.